What is going on, guys? Dragon Blade here, back with some more Elder Scrolls Legends, and today we're going to do another community deck build featuring this month's monthly card. Let me make sure I have enough room for decks. Nope, we got to delete one real quick. But this month's monthly card is Ulfric's Housecarl. We're going to see how we do with it. I'll pull it up real quick so we can talk about it after I click the new deck button. I think the deck is going to shine best in aggressive type decks. But that's not where we're going to go with that deck. Obviously, as with the last community deck build, this will be up to you guys. So you guys will have some say in this. You guys are going to give your opinions on what cards you think we should add or subtract. I'm going to kind of just throw together a skeleton to start with. And then you guys are going to let me know how you feel about it from there. I think I'm going to run 2 executes just for some early game removal. I think Broom is a good card. I'm leaning more mid-rangey actually with our build. Like I said, I know that it's probably best in an aggressive deck, but we're gonna see how it can do in a mid-range deck, or more mid-range deck. I'm not saying necessarily mid-range in general. I don't know where else we're gonna go with this. Definitely 3 Cloud Rest, definitely 3 Hive Defender. What else do we want? There is potential to run Hofengar, and I might even want to run Hofengar. We'll see. We'll put him in there for now, and we'll see how we like him. Oh, I want to run the new Piercing Javelin. What else do I feel? Could run this for some late game draw. We gotta figure out what kind of finishers we're gonna run in this deck. Could probably run 2 of those, but those might get pulled. I'm not fully decided on those yet. Run those for some more cycle. That's just a pretty good 2-drop in general. Mage Slayer is a pretty good 2-drop too. Berserker's okay. Let's look at running Morkel. How's our curve looking? Pretty decent, actually. I almost want to fit in some Skavens. I'm going to see if we can fit in Skaven. Skaven absolutely destroys aggro, and it's pretty good against tokens as well, so we might throw some of those in there. We just don't really have many finishers at the moment. We might even pull out that Manticore and pull in something a little lower. Reeve is almost a finisher. I mean, we could theoretically run... This isn't quite mid-range, but it's mid-range with a smaller top end, which is a possibility. Because what else would we run up here? Probably 3 Giants if we're going to run any of this. Wildfire Dragon's pretty cool. Ayla's decent, but not really what we want. Actually, I think we bump out the 2 Manticoras. We can run 1 Hrothgar Forge, just as something else for the late game. Maybe cut 1 Rapid Shot and play 2 Stampede Sentinel, so we can't die to Prophecy Bolt. And it's just a decent overcosted card, or overstated card. Let's drop 1 Rapid Shot, and we'll add 2 of these. Not just because I only have 2, but it's just a decent card. Or do we rather run Child of Hersine? Is there anything else in 6 that we want to run from here? Undying Dragon's Eye. Golden Saint could be good. I don't think there's anything in here that we want to run. Community build. I have my 3 Dawn Stars. I have my 3 Brumas. We got our 3 Ulfric's Housecarls. Alright, let's see how this does for now. We're going to run 1 test game this episode. And we're going to see how it goes. Haven't really ranked up that much this season. Played a couple games so far. But we'll take this onto the ladder and see how it goes. Not super prophecy heavy, but there's a decent amount of prophecies in here. I'd say it's more of a mid-range list that wants to be hitting face. Looks like we start with East March, a Giant. I don't know what else. A Hive Defender. Playing against Warrior. I don't think we keep any of this. This is a much better start. And we still get the Hive Defender back in the end. I think we'd rather start with Mage Slayer. We don't necessarily need to push for the heals at the moment. Let's play the good old Mage Slayer. We got 2 Hive Defenders now, so if he's playing Orcs, we have a decent amount of answers, but it doesn't look like he's playing Orcs.
Feel my wrath.
I am ready.
I think we're going to get her out, so that next turn we can play Ulfric and potentially draw 2 cards. Unless he, like, Rapid Shot Skavens. No. He's definitely going to take this out at least. Alright. I still think we play our Housecarl.
We'll rebuild
I mean, would have been good if we were in a position to get hit for a prophecy this turn, but we weren't, so that's fine.
The forest will not suffer your presence.
Gonna silence our draw? No! Okay. That's alright. Let's clean that up.
There's a plan. There's always a plan.
That could be good in the future. We got a decent amount of answers going, though.
There is plenty for all.
That's a curious one. That's a really good top deck. Guess I don't want to give him another card right now, so we're gonna go with that first.
A little distraction might prove useful.
Now, next turn we can bounce anything big he plays back. If he's trying to set up some sort of unstoppable rage, we can just giant it. That's an interesting one. I can play a 3 and a 4.
Close ranks, let nothing through.
Behold my power.
Foil my plan.
Okay. I'd like to get out Hofengar next turn because we could potentially break 2 runes. And that'd be a pretty powerful turn. But obviously we have to keep in mind that we might need to play something like Belligerent Giant. We also have the opportunity to just Piercing Jab that. Javelin wouldn't allow us to play anything else otherwise. I do think he's trying to set up the Unstoppable Rage.
Honor and blood. You won't foil my plan.
I think we go in here trying to finish this off. Missing out on a Soul Tear definitely sucks. But the deck's looking pretty good for, I guess, one matchup. We played against a slower opponent. Alright. We still have 3, 6, 7, 8. Guess we probably get our value from him while we can.
There is plenty for all.
Never mind.
Honor and blood.
Do we just push anyway?
I am ready to join the
We
circle.
fight honor and Skyrim.
I mean, it's going to be tough for him to remove everything here. He can Unstoppable Rage, but that's all of his Magicka, and the Hive Defender survives unless he trades into it. So, I mean, this is still okay. That's the rage he's been trying to set up all turn. Let's see what he pulls back. Dark Guardian. We have an execute for that, though. We'll put those two guys out there because they represent lethal, and we have Javelin plus execute to get past any two things. So as long as these guys stick on the board, I should be able to kill anything he puts out here to slow us down. Okay. I feel like we have this.
I am a child of darkness.
Yep, that'll be game.
A fine battle.
Alright, so honestly, I think this quick put-together build is pretty decent. I don't know if we're that far off, but definitely let me know if there's any cards that you guys would want to swap out of this. Wasn't too bad for off-the-top-of-the-head build. But definitely looking forward to your guys' suggestions on what you think should be added or swapped into this to make this more powerful. But that's going to be it for now, guys. Thank you all very, very much for watching. Hopefully you guys like this little touchback to live YouTube recording. Definitely hoping to mix more of these in as I get used to my streaming schedule. But we'll get to that another time. Again, thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Peace.